It's now been a couple of days since last Saturday's match against Faversham Strike Force. How do you reflect on the team's performance looking back on it?
I think looking back on Saturday, I think that we certainly could have performed better. I think after taking some time to reflect, I think a point is always a good point on the opening day of the season. I'm going to give Faversham loads of credit. They come up from Step 6 last year. They won the league in that division. They were only in Step 6 for a couple of seasons, maybe 3 seasons in total, I think. They won the Kent County Prem before, so they're used to winning games of football. We knew what they'd bring. They were really hard working. They had a boy that threw the ball a long way, and they utilised that consistently throughout the game. They were dangerous from set pieces. They had 2 boys up front that could hold it. I didn't think they were a bad outfit. In regards to us, look, I think it was very much the start of our season. I think we've got a lot of gears to go in regards to the way we play. I think we've got to be more confident. We've got to be braver on the ball. And look, we had spells of dominance in that game, and I think during those spells of dominance, we've got to learn to finish teams off. We've got to learn when we get chances that we've got to put the ball in the back of the net. We get a chance in the first 45 seconds. That's golden opportunity. Really, we should go 1-0 up. I think that takes some pressure off the boys' shoulders, but loads of character, to be honest with you, to go 1-0 down and come back in the 96th minute and grab a point with a great finish by Alfie Eldridge. So really happy with that. And look, we move on to the FA Cup this weekend, and we're training tonight, and we're nice and confident.
Can you talk about how important that 96th minute goal was, not just for the game, but also for the team in general, like the mood of the squad?
I think really important. Look, I think boys came in after the game really frustrated. I think they were frustrated because they felt like they should have got more out of the game, but the truth is that we were seconds away from taking nothing from the game. So, you know, really important for morale, really important for the group and for the squad. It's always a big thing getting your first point on the table. Like some clubs have got 0 points at the moment, and potentially they'll play their next league game and still have 0 points, and it becomes a little bit of a weight on your shoulders just to get that first number on the league table. We've done that now. Like that ducks off our back, so we can go on now and be really confident and try and pick up as many points as we can over the next month. And yeah, that goal, that 96th minute goal, was so important for our morale and just for us, for our confidence to move forward.
So you named Cameron Reardon as your man of the match on Saturday. What did you make of his performance?
Yeah, I thought he was tremendous on Saturday. He plays centre half, Cam, and he was great in the air. He was good on the ball. He talked well. Like, he did everything right on Saturday, Cameron. He's been with us actually. He came in when we joined the club last season. Cameron came in, and so he spent the whole of last season down at Sutton. He's decided to stay this year and come on the journey again. And you know what? We're so lucky to have him. He's a good character in the changing room, and yeah, he's a pleasure to work with. I think he's a great centre half, and I actually think that he's got levels to go as well. I think he can improve.
Shifting focus to this weekend, we've got Seaford Town in the FA Cup. How important is the FA Cup to Sutton?
Yeah, massively important, but it's as important to Sutton as it will be to Seaford and every non-league team out there. So the FA Cup allows a club to forget about the league for the weekend, and also allows a club to dream about, you know, I say bigger things, we're all realistic here, but dream about a tie against a bigger side. And, you know, not only that, but it also has prize money attached to it every round. So it's important to all clubs in regards to the FA Cup. I predict that this game on Saturday is going to be fairly similar to the one that we've encountered in our first league game. They're a team that won Step 6 in Sussex. They'll be really up for it. This is their first game in the FA Cup since, like, I think it was something like 1920. That might be wrong, but it's a long time ago. In regards to us, we've had Seaford watched. We watched them last week in their friendly against Lancing, so we think we know a little bit about them. Namri, you might want to go through that. We think we know a little bit about them. And look, we're as prepared as we can be. We're in tonight. We're going to work on a few things tonight that we think can help us against Seaford. And hopefully we travel all that way and we come back with something.
Yeah. And are we likely to see any changes to the lineup or tactics ahead of the match against Seaford?
Yeah, without a doubt. Look, like I said, we went down and watched them on the Saturday evening against Lancing. And it would be wrong of me to go all that way, learn something about them, and then not adapt us a little bit in regards to how I think we need to set up. So without a doubt, there's going to be some changes to the lineup, possibly even the squad. But we'll go down there full of confidence. You know, football's a squad game, and everyone, whoever's in our squad at the moment, we've got about 21 boys in the squad. Whoever's there should be there, you know, supporting the journey. And if it's not your week, it's not your week. That's football.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.